Hi Gemini, this is Meg with Padmes, and I'm here doing your October 2020 Tarotscope. So anyone with Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, Gemini, you can find messages here. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And I'm talking to our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. Asking for Gemini's energy of the month for October 2020. All right, Gemini, what is going on with you? Okay. So the big picture, this one wants to come out too. Not sure where he wants to go, but we'll put him right there. So the big picture is talking about, it seems like some kind of door being closed. It seems like a feeling of being left out or leaving someone else out, shutting someone out, closing the door on someone. Looking at a situation that wasn't an ideal situation. I'm looking at a partnership of some kind, being unplugged from a partnership or closing down a partnership, shutting it down. That's what I keep seeing. And then in actuality, though, this closing of the door and this non-ideal situation is leading you to great victory in your trajectory. So this is also something, it's like knowing in the past some difficult times, knowing what battle is like brings you to victory and brings you ahead moving forward. There's also happening now and into the near future, there's some not taking care of yourself, not standing up for what it is that you need for yourself, but then in the trajectory, you get to that place of getting what you need, asking for what you want, getting through a hardship, and coming out the other side of it a lot better. In this whole process, this is about figuring out what doesn't serve you, being able to identify it. This is also something that you have known for a long time, that you're finally bringing to a close. I just keep seeing that. So that motion, I mean. So your advice is talking about looking at both sides of a situation. It's also talking about looking where you did not get what you needed in this situation, where you did not get the resources that you needed, where you gave more than you received. You were receiving, and coming from a place of a decision being made about all of this. So it also looks like, it kind of looks like somebody might have been blindsided, but somebody is really not happy with this turn of events, yet somebody else is getting quite an offer from this. So Gemini, somebody is receiving this offer of love, this offer of understanding, this offer of, it's like an offer of feeling good, and somebody else is not liking this at all. And this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be, but it can be other things too. So for some of you Geminis in October, it's about a love relationship, maybe renegotiating the give and take, but this can also be about different circumstances. So just keep that in mind. For some of you, it's going to be not about love, and it's going to be about different circumstances. But somebody feels like they're blindsided, and somebody else feels like they're getting like the raw end of the deal, and then somebody else feels like they're getting the good stuff somehow. But this being imbalanced, and it's coming to a close, or it's coming to an end because it's not sustainable. And your angels and guides are talking about this commitment coming to a close. So something being cleared away that doesn't serve you. And you figure out what it is that doesn't serve you, and you clear it away. to make a decision and you say no. For some of you, the decision is made for you. Release the idea that this is going to happen slowly. It looks like it's going to happen not so slowly. It looks like it's going to happen quickly. There is actually some resistance to gaining back all the resources. I think that's the person who's getting the raw end of the deal does not like this. I kind of feel like, Gemini, you've been giving a lot, and when that comes to a close and when that stops, other people are not going to be happy with that. So the resistance, you're going to feel the resistance of other people not being pleased with you taking your resources away from them and closing that door. And ultimately for you, this is a positive thing. It's a victory for you. I want to ask, so what's going on with the other people and what's going on with your higher self? Your higher self is like, I'm doing this in such a way, I'm doing this out of love. I'm doing this in such a way that I am neutral about saying no. It's for me. I'm not feeling neutrality there. You want to be neutral about saying no, but actually there's some guilt and shame associated with your responsibilities. And the other party here also looks like they feel like you're being strategic. They're also trying to outsmart you. So this is interesting. My nose is totally itching, and I feel like that has a lot to do with other people coming to visit you. Other people coming to visit you. Kind of like to have a come to Jesus meeting with you. Closing the door, what you're doing, that doesn't really work. And this is why. And I feel like they're manipulative. Like they're saying, you know what? We're not going to take this personally. This can just be water under the bridge. Just continue on with what you were doing and we'll just call it good. We won't ever have to revisit this again. It's like they're being manipulative to get you to continue to give more than you are receiving. Let's ask the Lenormand a little bit about this. Okay. So I want to know more about this big picture. I want to know more about this closing of the door, Gemini. What is this about? Yep, and here you have the fox. So somebody's a little conniving. Somebody's getting more from you. Somebody's being manipulative. Wow. And you're recognizing what's going on here, and you've kind of known this all along, but you are, you've been holding down the fort for somebody, and you're not doing it anymore. And your higher self is talking about listening to your angels and guides, listening to the advice or the messages that you've been getting already, that you've been getting for a long time. Your advice is literally take a hike. It's literally the ship. It's like, take a vacation, take a journey, move away from this. So your outcome, yep, it's the Sith. So this is about creating your harvest. It's about cutting things off. It's about letting things go. The end of something. The end of something. I want to pull another one of these. Right. This just reiterates somebody in the resistance. Somebody doesn't want to lose whatever it is that you've been giving them because it's been warm. It's been like the hearth. It's been like everything that they've needed, but they're not really working for somehow, or at least they're not giving back to you the way they need to be giving back to you. I'm going to pull some Magpie Oracle. And, ooh, we have got the dice, the green dice, and this is one. It's like 50 ways to leave your lover. I keep hearing that song, but this is like, what's the first step in going, in leaving? Green means go. What's the first step? Okay, and, ooh, we have the noose. This can either be the feeling of I'm stuck, or it can be a trap. It's like, it's not a trap. If you feel like it's a trap and you feel like you're stuck, you're really not. You can, green means go. Take the first step to leaving. Okay, Gemini, I am going to pull from the fairy deck. What do the fairies want to tell you? October 2020. What do the fairies want you to know? And they want you to know, let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. Okay, Gemini, there you have it. Have a wonderful rest of your October. I hope this helped. Let me know how this resonated in the comments below, and I will see you for your mid-month love readings. Bye, Gemini.